Okie dokie, my kidokis. It is Thursday, May 28th, and it is time for some science. We are going to cover very quickly two different habitats over the country, no, over the world. We're going to cover two different habitats. I'm going to go as quickly as I can, and I've got two videos for you to watch. I'm getting some of the information from our domain, the stories that I would read, and we would ask questions and answer questions about them. So the first one is about the African savanna habitat. African savanna habitat. Say it, please. African savanna habitat. Where do you think we're going to be going? Do you think we're going to be in the United States if I said the word African? I don't think so. I think we're heading to Africa. We are. We are going to Africa. Did you know that savanna is another name for grasslands? Grasslands means tall grass. It's long, it's tall, and there's lots of it. It's not like the grass in our backyards. It's tall and it's long, and it's there for a reason. The reason is there's a lot of animals that need to feed off from the grasslands, and that's where they get their main nutrients from. So I just want to give you a few things. There are two seasons in the savanna, in the African savanna. There's summer, it's rainy during their summer season. There's winter, but it's very dry during their winter season. So two seasons, that's all they have. Okay, the plants and the animals that live there have to adapt. They have to adjust to living there because the weather's different. So they have to make sure that they are well adjusted. Okay? So here's the grass. It is the most important plant on the African savanna. Can you believe that? Grass is the most important. But like I said, animals feed off of it and they get their nutrients from it. All right. So the long spells of dry, hot weather and then the rainfall they get sometimes is so much that they have flooding. The grass has adapted to the weather conditions, so it can survive through almost anything. It grows really deep roots, so the roots go down into the ground, and they're really deep and they're really strong, so when it's dry they can still get some water, but it helps hold them in place as well so that they can grow, and that grass grows really quite fast. All right, now I want you to think about the African savanna, and I want you to think, what kind of animals might we find in the African savanna? Can you think of any specific animals that you might find there? Oh, I can. I bet if you watch animal TV, I bet you can tell me about a lot of them. Let me see. I bet I can find some too. What kind of animals do you think would eat the grass? I'm thinking really big animals. Think about when you go to the zoo. What really big animals might you see that are from Africa? That kind of sounded like a horse. I didn't mean to make it a horse. An elephant, right? They have their long trunk. An elephant is big. They eat the grass. They also eat off from trees because they're so big. They can eat the grass down on the ground, but they can eat the things off the trees and the bark and the limbs. They like to eat trees too. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Who else has really long legs and a very long neck? Oh, the giraffe does. So is the giraffe more likely to eat the grass down on the ground or more likely to eat the leaves and the limbs and things from a tree? What do you think? I think the giraffe's going to eat from the tree. But there's something that's black and white striped that lives in Africa. What animal do you know of that has legs that run fast and it's black and white? A zebra. What's the zebra going to eat? The tree or the grass? I think the grass. I think it's close to the ground, close enough to the ground, it's going to eat the grass. Gazelles and antelope are going to eat the grass. They chew it up and they chew on it all day long. All right. Now, there's a lot of animals that they make their meals on the acacia tree. Say acacia tree. That would be the giraffe, the elephant, and probably anything else that's a tall animal, although I can't think of a lot that would be really tall for the trees. Now, I'm kind of cheating because I'm reading through things, so I have to look at things as I go. Oh, this is really interesting, I think. The giraffe's really big. Did you know that he has a friend that he carries on his back almost all the time, and they coexist, meaning that they live together? This animal is on the back of the giraffe. The animal's name is the oxpecker. The oxpecker is a bird, and he sits on the back of the giraffe, and you know what he eats off the giraffe? He eats fleas and little bugs that live on the giraffe. Oh, here's the other thing. He warns the giraffe if there are predators coming. Guess what? At the same time, the giraffe warns the oxpecker about it too. And he feeds him, and he keeps him sheltered because he sits right on his back. He takes care of him. Isn't that funny? I think that's really cool. The zebras, they're black and white, and it's on their legs. Do you know why the black and white is on their legs? Because they're standing in the grass, and it helps hide them from predators. Isn't that interesting? I think it is. It's a way of camouflaging the zebra, right? And you know what? Animals that are eating grass, are they carnivores? Are they omnivores? Are they herbivores? Yes, they are. They are eating only plants, right? All right. Let me see here. Oh, I'm trying to give you too much information. The largest animal in the world does live in the African savanna forest. Can you tell me who you think it is? It is the elephant. It is the biggest animal in the world, the African elephant. Oh, how exciting. I just love it. Okay, I've gone through that. I hope I'm going fast enough, and I hope I'm not going too fast. The next one we're going to talk about, hopefully you're very familiar with this, but maybe not familiar with the name of it. We are going to be talking about the temperate deciduous forest. A forest is a place where there's lots of trees, right? You go into the forest or into the woods, but a forest is bigger than going into the woods like we have at school. A forest is way, way bigger. Say temperate, say deciduous, that's a hard one, deciduous forest. All right, so I want to tell you something. The temperate deciduous forest has lots of trees. It rains, it snows, it gets sunny and hot, and it's got the springtime too. It's got the cool temperatures when everything starts to grow. It has 4 seasons. A temperate deciduous forest has 4 seasons. Deciduous. You know how our leaves on trees change colors in the fall? The deciduous forest, the leaves change colors, and it's almost like the trees go to sleep when all their leaves fall off. It doesn't seem like they're alive because they don't have the leaves on their limbs anymore, but they are still alive. They just kind of take a little snooze for a little while. Let's see. Can you tell me what kind of animals you think you might find in a deciduous forest? Did you say squirrel? Oh, a squirrel, a fox, a rabbit. Oh, what else could we possibly find? Do you think birds live in the deciduous forest, or deer? Oh, my heavens. What about a bear? Yep, they're there too. We don't necessarily see them, but they're there because what else would you find besides trees in the deciduous forest? You might find some plants, shrubs, some bushes down on the ground. Oh, some of those bushes might have berries. So, do you think there's only carnivores in the temperate deciduous forest? Do you think that there's only herbivores that live there? If there's a bunny rabbit, do you think that there's a predator that might like to eat the bunny rabbit? I think that there might be. So we have all those animals, and do you know that some of them live right in and around and under trees? Because an acorn tree, right? Oak tree, acorns, Acorns fall down, squirrels like to eat them, right? Have you ever seen a squirrel with big cheeks? Chipmunks like to eat them. They store them for winter. So remember, temperate deciduous forest. All right, I have gone on for quite some time. I've gone quickly, I think, hopefully quick enough. I am going to stop here. You're going to go on, put your name in the Google form, watch the next video. It will be about the African savanna. Then you're going to answer a couple of questions, and then you're going to go to the following video, which will also be about the temperate deciduous forest, and answer a couple of questions. See you later. Bye.